We all wear something to hide our pain. A smile. A wig. Silence. But sometimes the bravest thing we can do is to let the world see who we really are. To everyone fighting silent battles, you are strong. You are enough. And you are never alone. If this story touched your heart, share it. Spread kindness. And remember, even a single act of compassion can change someone's life forever. Speech balloon. Kindness costs nothing, but its value is beyond measure. Person with praying hands. Dedicated to every fighter, every survivor, and every kind soul who chooses empathy over judgment. Bell. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Sparkling heart. Thank you for watching. Imagine walking through a crowd with a secret you're hiding from the world. A secret you're afraid people will laugh at. And then, suddenly, it's exposed. In front of hundreds of eyes. And everyone starts laughing. This is the story of a girl who lost more than just her hair. But what she gained in that moment was something far greater. Her name was Aaliya. She was 14. Quiet, shy, and rarely spoken, less spoken to. Aaliya was recovering from cancer. Chemotherapy had left her bald. But her spirit, though fragile, was not broken. Every morning, she wore her wig like armor. To school. To the grocery store. To weddings. To life. She had gotten used to hiding behind her long, brown synthetic hair. Because she thought, if people saw her without it, they would see her as less beautiful. Less normal. Less human. And she couldn't bear that. It was a hot afternoon. Aaliya was walking through the main bazaar after school. The street was loud, packed, chaotic. Street vendors shouted, horns blared, and people rushed past each other like waves. As she made her way through the crowd, a sudden push from behind jolted her. And in that instant, her wig slipped off and fell right onto the dirty sidewalk. Time stood still. She froze. Her hands reached instinctively to her bare scalp. People stopped, turned, and began to laugh. Some teenagers pulled out their phones. Someone whispered loudly, "Is she sick or something?" Another giggled, "Oh my God, it's a bald girl." Aaliya's eyes welled up with tears. Her hands trembled. She wanted to run. To disappear. To vanish into nothingness. She bent down quickly to grab her wig. But before she could, a hand reached it first. An older woman, perhaps in her 60s, picked up the wig. She wasn't laughing. She wasn't judging. She looked straight into Aaliya's eyes and gently said, "Don't be ashamed, dear. Beauty isn't in the hair." Aaliya couldn't speak. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She whispered, "What do I do? Cancer took my hair. It took everything." The woman stepped closer, brushing a strand of dust from the wig. She handed it back and said with warmth, "No, darling. It didn't take everything. You're still here. Still fighting. Still beautiful. And don't let these shallow laughs make you forget that." The crowd quieted. Some people looked away, awkwardly. A few turned their phones off. One girl even muttered a quiet sorry. In that sea of people, only one person chose to see Aaliya as more than just a bald girl. She saw her as a warrior. That night, Aaliya stood in front of the mirror again. But this time, she didn't put the wig on. She stared at her reflection. The smooth scalp. The tired eyes. The tear stains. And then, she smiled. A real one. The first in months. She wasn't just a girl who had survived cancer. She was a girl who had survived shame. Judgment. Fear. She wasn't hiding anymore. 1 year passed. Aaliya's hair began to grow back, slowly. But something else had grown faster, her confidence. She started speaking up in class. She joined a youth support group for cancer survivors. She told her story online. One day, she posted a picture without her wig, with the caption, "Cancer took my hair, but not my light." The post went viral. Thousands of people shared it. Survivors wrote to her. Parents of sick children thanked her. And that old woman, the one who handed her the wig. Aaliya found her again. She had been a nurse. Now retired. But still saving lives. In ways she probably didn't even realize. Sometimes, life takes something from us, something we think we can't live without. But in those moments, when we feel most exposed, we discover who we truly are. It took a second of cruelty. And a moment of kindness. For Aaliya to find her strength. So if you're ever in a crowd and see someone being laughed at, be the one who doesn't laugh. Be the one who reaches out. Because that tiny act of kindness can change someone's entire story. Dedicated to every warrior fighting silent battles. If this story touched your heart, share it. You never know who needs to hear it today.